Hello. If you've been struggling to get internet in your motorhome, your campervan, your caravan, or even a tent, this may just be the answer. This is the Pathway 4G, and it's promoted by Motorhome Matt on his podcast. Now, I've already unwrapped it from its shipping packing, and this also came sealed, which I've removed. But other than that, this is brand new, unused, and I'm just about to open it. The box does have on the back lots of information, which I'll try and put some on the screen, any that's helpful to you. But let's get into it. Okay, straight away we can see that inside there is a nice premium feeling carry case. So let's take that out and let's put the box to one side. So it's a zip all the way around with a handle at the top, which is nice. Slightly embossed here, though I'm sure that doesn't make the product work any better. Okay, so we can see we've got various bits and pieces in here. There's the main unit, there's the antennas, there's some power leads, and there's also some things in here. So let's get these out. So there's a SIM toolkit. Two things in it, tweezers, which always makes me worried about how easy the SIM is to go in and out. And then there's a little tool here, which I don't know. It's one of these tools for popping SIMs out, or maybe it's a reset tool or something like that. So there's a couple of these. These look the same thing. These look like mounts. Presumably these are sticky backed, so you stick them to something and then you mount the unit on them. There's two little studs on each one. There's a tie wrap, pretty chunky tie wrap. A key ring. Seriously, do you use these key rings? I mean, you get these in lots of things and I just throw them away. If you use them, leave a comment below, let us know. Another tie wrap, an Ethernet cable, a suction cup, some roll plugs and screws. A lot, it's fine. Anything else? Another suction cup. That's it. And a user manual. So look in here. It's a bit of a pain to get out. Is that it? No. A sticker. Seriously, sticker? Do you use these stickers? Let us know in the comments. So, put the bag to one side. We have the user manual, and inside the front page it tells you a little bit about setting it up. Yeah, looks pretty standard. I'll have a flick through that later. We don't read manuals, do we? Now let's look at what comes in this part. So we've got the main unit itself, so let's take this out. It's in a nice plastic bag. Get out of the way. So this is the Pathway 4G. There's the front and the back, and it looks like on this side there'll be lots of lights. On the top there's these two protective antenna plugs, I'm going to call them, and these just remove like this. And on the side of the bag there are the two antennas to go on the top. I'm not going to mount them yet because I do need to get the SIM card in there, and I have a feeling I'm going to be tipping it upside down. So on the bottom there's this pop-off base with a hole, which I'm presuming is where the cable goes through. So I'm going to pop this off. Okay, so inside we can see there is an Ethernet cable, There's the USB-C cable, there's the SIM card hole, and also a jack plug socket. And on the back it's telling me, there's the serial numbers and the MAC addresses, but it's telling me the network's going to be called Pathway 4G. The default IP address for you to log on as an admin will be 192.168.0.1. That's pretty typical for routers. And the default network password will be 12345678. Well, that's easy to remember. Okay, let's get a SIM in it. Now, the SIM I've got here is from Tesco's, and the reason I've got a Tesco SIM is twofold. One, I use an O2 SIM on my phone, and I understand that Tesco use O2 as their network. Now, you might think, well, better to get different networks, and I would agree, but when I'm comparing them, I want to compare on the same network. Plus, Tesco right now have a club card offer, £22 a month. It's unlimited calls, unlimited text, unlimited data, including unlimited data into Europe. So we're going into Europe next month. I needed a SIM card. So there is a little diagram by the SIM hole that tells you which way the SIM card needs to go in, and it's based on where the cutout is. So for this, if you're holding the unit face down, the SIM card needs its contacts upwards, and that should just push in, and it's clicked in. So that's it now with the SIM card in. Now we need some power. So the power options are, you've got a mains adapter with the jack plug. We have got a 12 volt adapter for cigar lighters. And then we've got a USB cable. I'm going to be using USB today because I'm not plugged into the mains. I'll just put that out of the way. So this looks like a pretty long USB cable. USB-C at one end, which presumably goes into the unit, and on the other end, this is good. It's got a USB-C to USB-A adapter, so you've got a choice. Do you want USB-C or USB-A? I'm going to be plugging it into the USB-A for now. So I'm connecting it into the USB-C port in the bottom of the unit, and already I can see a light come on there, which hopefully it's going to be initializing. I'm going to put the bottom on by putting the cable through the hole and then sliding this on. That goes on nicely. The only negative I'd say there is that you can't now stand it up because the cable comes out the bottom. So we've a few more lights coming on, and I can see the network light, or the Wi-Fi light is on, and the 4G light is flashing, so presumably it's searching for a network. However, we're going to need some antennas. So I'll screw these on. Once these are on, these do turn around and you can angle them. I'm not quite sure how you would know to angle them. Maybe it's in the user manual. So we're still looking for 4G signal, and yeah, we've now got a green light showing the signal strength. Now that looks as if it's going to show different lights for different signal strengths, but right now I've got green as the middle light. Okay, let's see if we can get connected. I'm going to use my iPhone, and I'm going to turn the net Wi-Fi on and see what happens. Okay, so Pathway 4G's come up, so I'm going to choose Pathway 4G, and it's asking me for a password. Now remember, the default password was 12345678. Enter. And we're on. So does that mean we're on the internet? Let's have a look. And we're now on YouTube, which is fantastic. Let's have a quick look on the web. Let's go to the BBC, and here we have the BBC up. So we're on the internet. It was that easy. All we did was we took it out of the box. We added a SIM card. We added the antennas. We applied some power. We told the phone to connect to the Pathway 4G Wi-Fi, put in our password 12345678, and we're now on the internet. Let's do a quick speed test. Now I should tell you that my phone gets 0 internet where I am. 0. Nothing. Not a thing. And we're getting 5 megabits, 4 megabits. And this is just sat here on the table. That is perfectly usable, even at 2 megabits. And considering my phone gets 0, that's not bad. So now we know we're on the internet, let's try connecting to the admin page so we can change the passwords, because we don't want to leave the passwords as standard. So that would be 192.168.0.1. Oh, here I can tell this isn't going to be a mobile friendly admin page. It is all over the place and we're having to zoom into it. So I'm going to assume that the login is admin. It usually is for these things. Now, is the password the 1234567 or is it the admin? Usually these things are admin. So I'm going to try that first. And yeah, we're in. Okay, so as you can see, this is not going to be very friendly for the phone. Tell you what, I'm going to try this on the iPad, see if we can get a better view of this site. I'm sure you could do it. You could absolutely zoom into these things, but let's try it on the iPad. Okay, we're going to turn on the Wi-Fi, and again, instantly pathway 4G comes up. I'm going to type in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 192.168.0.1. On here we can see to the top left we have the Wi-Fi is on. The network name is called Pathway 4G. The password is 1234567 We're going to be changing that because that's not secure. I've got 2 wireless devices connected, which would be my phone and my iPad. On the right hand side we can see device status. That's got my telephone number, IMEI numbers, etc. I'm going to blur those. To the bottom left we've got connection status, which is on, and it's telling me about data going up and down. And it looks like you can do some data management, which we'll look into later, or perhaps another video. Let's go change the passwords. So on the left hand side we've got a user password. Let's go change that first. Okay, put in the current password. I'm assuming that is the admin, and then I'm going to give it a new name, which I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so we've now changed that. So now I'm going to have to log in again because we've changed the password and it doesn't like admin with an uppercase. Okay, we're back in. So nothing's changed on the Wi-Fi at this point. All we've done is we've changed the admin password. So let's now go change the Wi-Fi password, which is currently 1234567 We can even change the network name if we want. Go to Wi-Fi settings. So this is where we'll change the Wi-Fi name. I'm not going to change it today, but you could change it to whatever you want. And I'm going to change the password. And again, I'm not telling you what it is. And save. All connected Wi-Fi devices will need to reconnect. Do you want to continue? This is because you've changed the password on the Wi-Fi, and so anything that knows about the Wi-Fi now needs the new password. So I'm going to hit yes, and it's probably going to sit there now waiting for me to change the password. So I'm going to go back to the Wi-Fi. I'm going to select Pathway 4G. It knows it's got an incorrect password and it's asking me for the new one. That's it, the new password is in there. And success, I should be able to log back in here. And I can do. So, how easy was that? We took it out of the box, we connected the power, we put a SIM card in, we put the antennas on, we connected, go. So I'm going to be going around the UK and in fact into France shortly, and we'll compare it with site Wi-Fi or sites with no Wi-Fi to the phone versus this. I'm going to be doing an update video, so if you like the video, please like it. If you want to see the results of those tests, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.